I met Stephen probably in 2000 or 1999, maybe.
1999.
You're a friend of Spike Jones, and we were pitching Jackass.
That's right.
So thank you for sitting down with us.
Pleasure's mine. I remember when you guys came in to pitch, and you had done this, document that I guess was probably called Jackass at the time, and you came in, and in all the years as an executive, things are rarely fully formed when they come in. They're like just little fetuses and thoughts. But this thing was like, oh my God, it was fully shaped. And I looked at it, and you had the shooting yourself in the chest and blah, blah, blah. And I went, man, I love that show. And I actually went to the person who was my superior, Barry Diller, and I said, I don't love this show. We just got to put it on USA. And he goes, never. He said, never. And I said, negotiation? He said, never. I'm going to tell stories for the cameras, which is, I don't know. My kids love Jackass, Madison and Virgil. And you were nice enough to say, okay, we'll send over some sweaters. And you sent over a sweater. One said Virgil, one said Madison, the name of my two kids. And the third one said Mr. Chao, right, which is my name. Except the spelling was wrong. My name's spelled C-H-A-O. So this one said C-H-O-U, and I'm like...
I felt bad.
And so you called back up, you said, I'm sorry. I'm really
I'm really sensitive.
Really sensitive. You're really contrite. You're really contrite. And he goes, I'm going to send it to you fixed. I'm going to make up for it. So I brought this out to show you what Johnny Knoxville did, which was really kind. He sent me a new sweater and whole new stitching, everything, which I was really proud of.
No, it's on the other side there.
And here's what it says. I need a close-up of it. Mr. Wayne, I haven't yet worn it, to tell you the truth. So. Anyway. Oh, man. You know the story, the other story that, I don't know if we should tell. It's like when I showed the tape, Too Hot to a bunch of 8-year-old girls.
Yeah. We can probably skip that one.
Let's skip that. That was a terrible moment in my life. A very dark moment. Johnny Knoxville comes.
This is not going to
he goes, Chao, I got this really good tape. I go, okay. So you had some Cadillac convertible, right? And you reached in and you had this cassette, and it says, Too Hot for Jackass TV. Too Hot for TV Jackass. I go, okay, great. That has to be really fun. He goes, you'll really like it. So I was running USA at the time. I put it on my desk next to the TV, and 3 months later, my kids are like running around, and they're about 9 or 10 years old, and they had about 6 girls over who are all 9 or 10 years old, and they go, Dad, can we watch Jackass? And I'm like, of course you can watch Jackass. What's the big deal? So little did I know they popped in Too Hot for TV Jackass. And I heard this hee-hee-ha-ha, hee-hee-ha-ha, and all the kids were having a great time. And then, like, about 40 minutes in, because my mind knows, like, how long a tape runs.
That's not exactly how
40 minutes in, I heard this from 8 little girls and 2 little boys, all about 9 or 10 years old. And I go, wow, my kids have never screamed. I wonder what that is. So I looked at the TV, and it's fucking Pontius jerking off in front of the camera. And I go, oh my God! And I didn't know. 6 of these girls I'd never seen before. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I was like, I started hyperventilating at this stage. I'm like, I mean, I knew at this moment it was the worst crisis I've ever faced in my friggin' life. And I was like, there's this jerk jerking off like this far away, and these little girls were just screaming. So I said, I turned off the TV. I literally yanked the cord, turned off the TV, and I said, do not tell your parents what this is.
The worst
thing you could ever say. So I said, everybody freeze. So I think 60 seconds or 120 seconds went by, and I said really calmly, I said, you can tell your parents if you want to. I don't think you should hide it from them. But if you do, I think they're not going to let you come over to this house ever again. Not one kid. I don't know if it's good or bad, but not one kid said anything.
Oh my God! It's wow.
It was terrible.
That's
It
one of
was
those situations
awful.
you never ever want to be in.
You can't defend that there's somebody watching television in your living room jerking off. You can't defend that. And least of all, you say, well, it came from a friend of mine. You know? So,
I don't know what to say. Thank you for taking your time. This has been. I knew it was going to be good, but it's been way more than I expected. And
you're welcome.
Thank you for having us to your home. And we're out of beer, so I'm kind of trying to end this.
All right.